see. Turn this up a little bit. I got y'all. Let me see. What is up, guys? It's your boy Moo. Now, today we're back giving another video. Today we're reacting to a video called. Let me fix this. This looks crazy. Today we're reacting to a video called "The Night LeBron Became Exactly What the NBA Feared." Now, yesterday I don't remember what it was that we had reacted to, but I think it was something about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and his terrible flopping habit in the league and all that. And yeah. So today we're gonna be reacting to the night LeBron became exactly what the NBA feared. And yeah, let's just get to the video. You know what I'm saying? I'm kinda excited to watch this for some apparent reason. I like hearing history about, you know, what NBA players used to do and all that. So yeah. Let's get into it.
July 7, Game 5 of the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals. A 22-year-old LeBron James saved the Cavs' season.
We know about that already too.
Monster dunk.
I just never really watched it on tape.
Another blow-by slam to tie the game.
Damn.
And finally, double overtime. A drive, a bucket, and a win that changed everything. LeBron had just scored the Cavs' last 25 points, an NBA record. He went from a promising star to the potential GOAT. But what if I told you this game was the worst thing that ever happened to him?
What you mean by that?
The Cavs would win Game 6 and reach the NBA Finals. LeBron was succeeding at a higher level than we had ever expected from him, and that was saying a lot. Before his rookie season,
damn, wait, so he actually won a championship before he left. I didn't know this.
How does it feel to know?
Wait, what?
That if you're not eventually a first-rank Hall of Famer, a lot of people will say
24. Jordan didn't make the finals until he was 27. So 22
damn.
was actually surpassing the insane
mind, I think that nigga was drafted when he was like 18.
But winning this quickly would take a toll in an unexpected way. The media had labeled LeBron the chosen one. His teammates took exception to this, openly doubting on camera if Bron was worth the hype.
We have better players than him in his position already on our team, but I don't think he's a really
2012 was his first NBA championship. So what the fuck was that I just seen? I just hadn't double checked that shit.
I can't really just think their team will really turn around like that.
LeBron shut them up immediately. The Cavs won 18 more games with Bron on their roster as a 19-year-old finished 9th in MVP voting. But the problem was LeBron didn't want to stand out as a rookie leader. Bron wanted to come in and learn from the vets and then put the work in. Instead, he had to learn how to win without any veteran leadership. He had to put a team on his back that didn't even like him.
Not much longer now, and I will also take to the
I never thought about that, honestly.
No,
Bro, go ahead. Bro, move. Move, bro. Why the fuck y'all showing me Bugs Bunny with y'all fucking freak ass mouth, bro? What?
But year 2 showed he was ready to do just that. At 20, LeBron averaged over 27 points, 7 rebounds,
was that Kevin
7 assists
Garnett?
per game in a much slower era. That same season, he set a then NBA
I don't care, bro. I low-key hate Kevin Garnett because of what he said to, bro, y'all remember that one thing he had said to Carmelo Anthony that made him mad that one game, bro? They said he said something about his wife or something like that. I'm like, that nigga Kevin Garnett used to have a crazy... Bro, that nigga used to talk crazy in the league, bro. Let's really just say that.
For youngest player to score 50 points in an NBA
like,
game
lose me, I
against
would
the
have smacked
Raptors,
cuz like these.
Even with 56
like,
points, the Cavaliers
what you say, little man?
lost. And even with LeBron making second team All-NBA, the team failed
I
to
got
make
you.
the
That's
playoffs.
funny.
Already in his second season, we were getting a glimpse into why scoring 25 straight points just to secure a 2-point win in the playoffs would be a curse. It was already easy to rely on LeBron to carry a team. But
bro, I feel like every GOAT broke their nose at one point, though. Like, you really just gotta think about that. Except for probably Michael Jordan, but I feel like every GOAT broke their nose at least once. You got Russell Westbrook. You got Kobe. You got LeBron. You got, who else? That's a lot of other people. But you really gotta be goated to end up breaking your nose or something. Like, really just think about that. Like, that is literally a result of you always driving to the paint or you always just dealing with contact. You gonna break something on your face.
Scottie Pippen to
That's what
win
people don't
a
understand.
championship. Which is why after
Like, that's how you know you really a
LeBron's
dog when you end up breaking your nose in a
season,
game,
the
bro.
Cavs made it a huge priority to
That shit don't
bring
happen to
in
people
a
that just ass.
wingman. LeBron's reputation headed into the league was more of a next Magic Johnson type, not a put the team on your back type of scorer. And the Cavs believed they needed that scorer to win a championship. Ray Allen was a free agent, he was on the table, but general manager Danny Ferry thought he was too old. Ray would average over 25 points per game the next 2 seasons. Michael Redd was also a possibility. He also averaged 25 points a game in 2006, but the Cavs failed to get him. He went back to the Milwaukee Bucks. Still though, when Bron took the court against the Wizards in the 2006 playoffs, he was now joined in the starting lineup by a player who had led the league with 2.9 steals a game the previous season, who had averaged around 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists a night, who was supposed to be the Robin to his Batman. Only after becoming the highest paid player on the team, Larry Hughes became a massive flop. In 2006, he not only averaged around 7 less points per game, he also went from being named first team all-defense in 2005 to never being named any sort of all-defense again in his career. Regardless, LeBron pressed on even with a disappointing cast around him. In the 2006 regular season, Bron finished second in the MVP voting and arguably should have been the youngest MVP in NBA history. His only problem was that the 50-win Cavs were a 4 seed. The NBA at the time valued winning above everything when it came to awards. From 1983 to 2015, only 2 MVP winners, 1988 Michael Jordan and 1999 Karl Malone, were on 3 seeds. The rest were on 1 or 2 seeds. So because Steve Nash and the Suns won 4 more games and the Suns were the 2nd seed in the West, Nash held up the MVP award as Bron was forced to wait his turn. But sometimes the voters make mistakes. But before we continue, I'm very excited to thank Viore for sponsoring today's video. Because as you can see right here on your screen, Viore has the most comfortable athletic wear in the game. Inspired by coastal California, made with the intention
Hey, bro.
I love the versatility of their clothing.
No.
I can wear their core shorts.
Yo, it's not. What are you doing? This nigga just promoted a fucking shirt. I know I'm not tripping right now.
MVP should have been his. LeBron was named first team All-NBA. The potential GOAT label was growing, especially after Game 1 versus the Wizards, where LeBron left the court with a 32-point triple-double in his first playoff game and a 1-0 series lead. But the Wizards stole home court advantage. They took Game 2, which meant in Game 3, with under 35 seconds left and no star wingman, the question of who would take over for the Cavs in the clutch was there for a young Bron. His response?
Right here, the left side of the court, open for James. If you're gonna go, you gotta go right now. He does. Jeffrey's trying to let me go to back and put it in.
But Gilbert Arenas,
Almost a jump ball situation. 5 seconds of it back. Here's Arenas. Looking down.
so again, the ball was in LeBron's hands, all of the pressure in the world on him, and his first playoff game winner in just his 3rd playoff game, along with 41 points and true grown man strength from a 21-year-old. But again, immediately, the Wizards took Game 4 as Gilbert Arenas put up 34 points, which meant, with the series now tied, the Cavs needed LeBron, and
That's tough.
LeBron had made a serious blunder, but luckily, it was Larry Hughes' time to shine.
Hey, he sold. What happened?
Yes, Larry Hughes continued to be a disappointment, but with less than 4 seconds left, LeBron still had one more chance.
Washington can win with anyone but.
That nigga saved the fucking team. That's tough. That's tough. That's goated. No, that's real goat. That's real goated, bro. Niggas don't understand that though.
The Cavs only needed one more game to clinch the series, and Game 6 came down to this. The Cavaliers up by 3, Washington having little to no chance.
Who the fuck was that? hell just made that? Bro, enough with the ads, bro. Enough with the ads. Please, enough with the ads, bro. Please. I'm trying to think, y'all. Should I get a matcha from Starbucks?
Play Roblox.
Was like a little bit of
If your
strawberry or
child
something in it?
was
I'm
sexually
scared to get it,
exploited,
honestly.
abused,
To quote
I
Paul
tried it
George,
once and
that's a
danced.
bad shot, but it went in, and we were in overtime. In OT,
Arenas.
LeBron continued to be an absolute unit.
James a crossover. Once again, the drive. And the foul.
That's tough.
Unstoppable going to the basket.
Only the Cavaliers stopped scoring. Now there's only 15.1 seconds left to go, and Gilbert has a chance to make this a 3-point game. At the line, he misses the first and
And Cleveland still with a timeout remaining. I have to be smart here now. Almost misses both from Ilgauskas.
Oh, that's what they was talking about. When they was like, you better make that free throw.
21-year-old
Or it's
LeBron
over.
James actually went to get into Gilbert's head, and it worked.
He said if you miss
That's
these
what he was
free
talking
throws, you
about.
know who's going to win it.
Enter
I told
James-
you. I literally remember something like this happening, but I forgot which player. I thought it had something to do with what's it called? What the fuck is his name? Tracy McGrady, but no. I thought it was either Tracy McGrady or Kobe had something to do with. Not that they lost, but they told somebody that. Whole time it was this right here.
Raymond Jones, who had played just 4
Damn.
seconds in Game 5 and 0 in Game 6 before this moment, where he checked in and
Right back in the hands of LeBron James. Here's your trap. They get it out of his hands. Hughes. Raymond Jones puts it in.
Damn.
So Raymond Jones is horrible. So when he whispers, you know who's gonna hit it. Everybody assumed it was him, and the fact that LeBron even passed the ball is what hurt the most.
easily one of the most improbable game winners we have ever seen. But at this point, it appeared that LeBron was
Why is
capable of
LeBron running on
anything
top of
after he took his
fuck?
first playoff series win.
To me,
He
that's
also
weird. I ain't even
averaged
gonna lie.
over 35
I don't care if it's
points per game,
sportsmanship, bro.
7.5 rebounds.
Grown ass man running on top of his
Assists.
teammates like
the
that.
next highest scorer on the team was Larry Hughes at
He's still
just
the GOAT,
12.3
man.
points a night. LeBron was learning that he could carry a team by himself, and the Cavs were learning they could rely on him to do just that. In the second round, the Cavs matched up against the top seed in the East, the 64-win Detroit Pistons. Detroit had championship experience, and the Cavs looked overmatched early, losing games 1 and 2, but they stormed back to win 3 games straight. They had a chance in Game 6. If it wasn't for a complete lack of endgame execution, Cleveland could have pulled a stunning upset. But down 2, the Cavs failed to grab a rebound off of Rasheed Wallace's missed
LeBron need to just go
then
into the
they still
Cavs
had a
and be
chance
honest.
to tie down by 3, but the refs made a questionable foul call on a LeBron drive. LeBron made the first free throw, intentionally missed the second, and the tip-in almost fell but didn't. That was their chance. Detroit's experience shone through in Game 7. The Cavs got held to just 61 points in a blowout. But the seeds for a rivalry had been planted, and LeBron James was making history. LeBron had won his first playoff series 2 years younger than Michael Jordan had been when he won his. A big deal. It was early in his career, but the whispers of the next GOAT were picking up. But soon enough, his own success would somehow become the worst thing that ever happened to him. As just 1 season later, the Cavs did take the next step. They swept the Wizards in round 1, swatted away the Nets in 6 games in round 2, and were given the perfect opportunity for revenge against the Detroit Pistons, served up for them in the Eastern Conference Finals. In 2007, LeBron finished 5th in the MVP voting, continuing the start of remarkable consistency
That's tough.
as from 2005 to 2018, LeBron finished top 6 in the MVP voting each and every season. But here's the thing. We've seen with Luka Doncic recently, playing too good too early sets an unrealistic expectation. Your bar, even at the age of 22, is no longer just be great. It becomes win an MVP, win a championship, which is why everyone went crazy after Game 1 when the following 2 plays took place. With the game on the line, LeBron was posting up when he passed out of that post-up to Ilgauskas, who missed. But the Cavs got the rebound. Then, though,
Fans fight by Price. Gets it up.
a pass to a
Bro.
wide open Danielle Marshall. If he made the shot, LeBron made the right play, right? But because of 2 things, the media went insane. First, LeBron had just 10 points in this game and had taken just 15 of his team's 86 shots. And second, Daniel Marshall missed, and LeBron looked like he had a makeable layup. Immediately on TNT after the game, both Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson ripped LeBron, saying he needed to take the final shot if he was going to be a true legend. Real GOATs were like Michael Jordan and Kobe. They always took the shot with the game on the line. The narrative had been growing before, but it truly became in this moment. 22-year-old LeBron James was too unselfish. With no true wingman on the roster, he was playing more like Magic when he needed to be more like Mike. The game winners he had to begin his playoff career just one season earlier were completely forgotten. And because LeBron was
You
so
my mans, bro. LeBron James is twice as good as Magic Johnson. I'm gonna be real with you. And the thing you gotta realize about that, bro, if it was a competition between them both, I feel like LeBron would dominate, bro.
The
They look the same
criticism
height, but
got to
LeBron
his
doing
head.
something.
In Game 2, he shot a bit more and scored slightly more, but with the Cavs up by 1, Rasheed Wallace connected on an insane shot, which meant LeBron had the ball with the game on the line. He had a chance to immediately shut up his haters.
Down to 10. Here's LeBron spinning all over the head.
Ah, they fucked it up.
This time, LeBron did keep it for himself, but people jumped on him anyway, saying he forced up a bad shot, saying that he choked.
He should've
in
just
his
cleared his
legs,
face,
that the
honestly.
pressure had gotten to him. And many of the great ones learned their hardest lessons in playoff losses. Rookie Kobe Bryant infamously airballed 4 times in the clutch in an elimination game against the Utah Jazz. He came back and became a 5-time champion. LeBron had back-to-back games where people were saying he had choked, but he didn't need a full offseason to learn. LeBron instantly scored 32 points in a must-win Game 3 that they won. Then he led the Cavs to a Game 4 win that tied the series, and we are back to the Game 5 that started this video. The worst thing that could have happened to a...
My thing is this: why do some games look recent, but some games look ancient as fuck? I don't understand that. Look at how amazing this quality is.
In a very strange form. The
Compared
appearance
to other
of
games.
glorious success. Headed into Game 5, All-Star Rip Hamilton...
And I guarantee you, half of Magic Johnson and what's it called? Half of Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan games, they joint was probably just as clear as that, bro.
Thinking, we thought we were the
That shit
best
just
defensive
lost
team in
its
the
quality over the
NBA,
years.
but with the Cavs up by
That's
1
really
point with
crazy
just
part.
over 5 minutes left. LeBron already had 23
Shoot
points
it.
when he knocked down a mid-range jumper.
That's
We know
tough.
the noise headed in was that he was too much of a passer, but on his 2 savage dunks to tie the game, it was clear. His mindset had changed. In overtime, LeBron continued to pour in points, and after an absurd falling away jumper, it looked like he had clinched the game. Rip Hamilton would recall, we said, there's no way, impossible, that one individual can beat us. Kobe and Shaq couldn't do it. We didn't feel that LeBron could do it either. But LeBron was doing it. In double overtime, LeBron simply could not miss. Another hand in his face, another mid-range jumper. If we needed a heat check, we got it with the Cavs down by 3.
And the second overtime. There's James for 3. Yes! And the game is tied. 107.
And of course, we had the game winner. 25 straight points, 29 of the Cavs' last 30. The Cavaliers now had all of the momentum. Game 6 was a blowout, and Rip Hamilton would finish with, it kind of reminded me of Michael Jordan in 1991. With him, Jordan, going against the Pistons all those years, and the year he got over the hump. Only LeBron was still in year 4. He was still way ahead of schedule, but he was also about to get a wake-up call. The San Antonio Spurs were at their peak with Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. Duncan had already won 3 championships going into the 2007 finals, and San Antonio worked quickly. They took both games 1 and 2, but LeBron had a chance to be a hero in Game 3. When down late,
5.5 remaining. They're out of timeouts. James on the drive, fires a 3. Off the mark. As they go up 3-0 in this best of 7 series.
Ray still gets it quick. Do I make myself clear? Ray still gets it quick. Do I make myself clear?
Not just anyone can fight for everyone. Marines are made for this.
Navan, the #1 rated business travel platform, lets your team book work travel in one place. Flights, hotels, cars, while staying within budget
Bro.
and earning professional rewards.
LeBron James talking with Bob Delaney.
LeBron would claim he got fouled on this play, but no call was made. 1 game later, the Spurs completed the sweep. Again, though, LeBron was ahead of schedule. This was only year 4. He had time. Only the Boston Celtics had other plans. They traded for both Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and formed a Big 3 super team that LeBron simply could not get past in 2008. LeBron did all he could. He pushed the Celtics to 7 games, only his team was not good enough to win. Recently, looking back at this series, Paul Pierce has said the quiet part out loud.
I was a Cavalier and Brown was on the Celtics. We probably wouldn't make the playoffs. I'd have been cringing passing to them.
Paul Pierce was saying this roster was so bad he would cringe passing the ball to them. Only that's not what the media was saying. They didn't care that LeBron had no help. They had seen him drag a team with no other All-Stars on it all the way to the 2000 NBA Finals. They had seen him score 25 straight points, and that insane form of success ended up being the worst thing that could have happened to LeBron because it made the media and it made us truly believe that LeBron did not need any help. It made us believe he wasn't like the rest of the league. And this narrative was shown in the 2009 playoffs. With Kevin Garnett out for Boston, the 66-win Cavs were heavy favorites to make the finals.
I think when he went to Miami, that's really when he realized like he could really go anywhere at that point.
He was supposed to get a dream Kobe Bryant versus LeBron James matchup.
But you know where I think he could have went
Kobe
though?
and LeBron as puppets.
You know where I think LeBron should have went though? I feel like when not when they had Ben Simmons, but I feel like he could definitely go to the Sixers right now, even though he's like a veteran at this point. Like he deadass could probably really go to the Sixers right now because look, think about it. Paul George's not doing shit, right? Okay, so let's think about it like this: we trade Paul George, and we trade what's that other center bull we got? We can either trade 3 or 2 people for LeBron. So then it's going to be LeBron, Joel Embiid, VJ, and then we can have Maxey. So Maxey at point guard, VJ at shooting guard, LeBron at small forward, power forward, and then Joel Embiid is center. You know what I'm saying? That would be a good lineup if you really think about it. That's like an all-star team at that point. That's like a modern-day all-star team, bro.
Just that. LeBron was
not that we didn't already have an all-star team, but bro, let's really admit, bro, Paul George is washed. Like he has good games, but the nigga's washed at this point, bro. Like the shit I see him do against the Knicks, bro, or like the Celtics, like when he was having a bad game, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit over.
2009, his first time.
Like I feel like if Paul George could have been making all his shots, bro, we definitely would have won that joint or been at least close. But
award. And he won MVP. He won 66 games with Mo Williams as the second best player on his team. To put this into perspective, Mo Williams was a score-first guard.
This is another thing. I feel like we could also try to trade Joel Embiid for the Lakers or like another all-star team. How about we try to trade Joel Embiid for let me think. What's a good center? What's the best centers in the league right now? We could really try to trade Joel Embiid for somebody. Joel Embiid for Giannis. I feel like that'll work. But I feel like at this point, the Bucks would not want to give him up, honestly. I don't think they would want to give Giannis up. But we could try that, though. Because Giannis is actually like a nice player.
Averaged less than 18 points per game. He was never named an All-Star other than this one season with Cleveland. LeBron was playing yet again without another top 20 player in the league on his roster. But still, even with Mo Williams, Ilgauskas, Delonte West, and Anderson Varejao completing LeBron's starting lineup, there again was LeBron dragging his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. There was LeBron coming through in the clutch in Game 2.
Mo Williams will throw in. Rashard Lewis playing off the ball. Lewis gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer.
But there were the Cavs losing in 6 games. And the story we got, LeBron refused to shake hands after a Game 6 loss. He was a poor sport. he was a baby. We didn't hear that the Cleveland Cavaliers desperately needed to get him a true second star, even though he averaged, wait for it, 38.5 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 8 assists a game in the series versus the Magic. If any of his teammates step up, we remember this as an all-time legendary performance. But instead, LeBron was labeled a poor sport who wasn't cutting it. If any of us were LeBron James at this point in time, would we want to stick around and continue to get criticized for winning with a roster that without LeBron would win 19 games in the 2011 season? I wouldn't want to stay if I was LeBron. There was no love to be found in Cleveland in the 2010 playoffs. The Cavs brought in a 37-year-old Shaq hoping he would be the answer. Spoiler alert, he wasn't. He was.
But wait, because I seen this on NBA. Actually, I seen this on NBA 2K All-Star Teams before. I don't remember where the fuck this shit was, but I heard about this. It was like recently,
This is
bro.
the Cavs' second
I
leading
was like,
scorer.
bro, why the fuck was Shaq on the Cavs? That shit don't even look right.
Against the Celtics in
100% might
LeBron's
have happened,
last
though.
series in his first
What the
go-around in
fuck,
Cleveland.
bro?
LeBron, of course, was the leading scorer.
Wait,
He
how much
averaged
did he
roughly
score, though?
double the amount of points Shaq did. But because LeBron
But as
shot
big as
three...
Shaq is, though, it's no way you that big and you're not still in your prime, though. Like, you're 7 foot, bro. But you gotta realize at the end of the day, the league was damn near growing past him. So he not going to be able to, like, what I basically heard, I heard my mom say this one time, but she said when she used to watch Allen Iverson and the Sixers go against the Lakers, right? She would just see Shaq doing a whole bunch of pushing. Like, you would see Allen Iverson go up in the air, and then you would see Shaq just go full force into cuz. Or, like, you know, it would just be a one-on-one with him sometimes. Something like that. I don't remember what it was. But basically, that nigga, what I heard is basically that nigga Shaq do a bunch of pushing. So maybe the league, niggas actually started to get in the weight room. And that nigga wasn't able to really do that as much as he used to. So, that's what I say.
For 14 in a Game 5 blowout. The narrative of the Celtics series was, did LeBron lose on
That's probably the main
purpose?
reason why Michael Jordan wasn't that good no more either when he had went to the Wizards. Because, don't get me wrong, he was getting old at the time. But it's like at the end of the day, the league is growing with him as well. You know what I'm saying? The only nigga that's actually, like, up to par with cuz or even can get past him is Kobe. But at the end of the day, when he was like that, I feel like Kobe was competing with him as well because Kobe's still young. He can do a lot of other stuff. You gotta realize different eras mean different games because the rules change and all this other stuff. Like the rules, the strength, the amount of like people that have this specific thing going on. And you know, like how niggas get in the weight room. A lot of niggas was not in the weight room back in the day, bro. That's one thing I gotta realize. Like, the niggas that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was playing against, bro, them niggas literally had jobs as plumbers and shit, bro. Like, they had a real job on the side from their league job. Them niggas was not just full-blown, like, on an NBA roster and they was getting paid. No, bro.
So that he could leave.
Them niggas
People
them niggas had to go to work right before the game or after.
on
Something
Game
like
5,
that.
they completely ignored Game 6, which Cleveland lost, but in it, LeBron had 27 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists. Not the numbers
I
of
guess
someone
that
who
doesn't
did
got
not care, but that's what we heard. LeBron was officially the biggest victim of too much success too early we have ever seen. And after the decision, after leaving the Cavs, he became the NBA's biggest villain. In fact, after going to Miami, he became the 6th most hated athlete in the entire United States. Now, should he have left Cleveland on national television with the decision? Definitely not. But other than that misfire, LeBron came into the NBA with almost impossible expectations to meet. And even though he had $100 million endorsements, even though he was one of the most famous people in the United States at the age of 18, he somehow surpassed those expectations. Year by year, he got better. He became MVP of the league. But year by year, management failed to get him the teammates he needed to actually win a title. And finally, after hearing he was not living up to expectations because he was only winning 60-plus games, only winning MVPs, but not winning titles, LeBron left Cleveland and immediately became one of the most hated athletes in all of America. And it all started with the 25-point game. We should have remembered 25 straight points moments as one of the most iconic moments of a young career. Instead, it was the beginning of the end of LeBron's first run in Cleveland, because it was the start of expectations that no one could match. It was the start of a media smear campaign against LeBron that would only be satisfied if he passed Michael Jordan as the league's GOAT. The fact that LeBron continued on, that he went on to win championships, that he is in the conversation for the GOAT, and that all of this happened around 20 years ago shows us that no matter if you love LeBron or not, there is one thing you certainly have to respect, and that is his relentless, never-ending mental toughness. So there we have it. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did,
Bro, a lot of niggas just don't give a fuck. That's what y'all gotta understand. That's how you actually build mental toughness. You just have to not give a fuck. That's what it be like for me sometimes. Some people be actually like concerned about how like I don't care what other people say sometimes, or people may say it like right there, but it's like I kind of really built a, you know, brick wall, to be honest. Like somebody could walk past me and say whatever they wanted. I probably won't even hear it the first time until they'll have to repeat it like 3 times because I won't even be paying attention that much. Like, that's what I mean. And then certain stuff, you know, it's not even you not understanding it. You just don't give a fuck to understand it. So it's like, it's certain stuff people say towards you and you don't find it disrespectful until like maybe a year later when you actually understand what they were saying. But when it was in that moment, you didn't give a fuck to actually look it up. So that's what it really be like. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. What y'all think changes need to happen? How y'all feel about the Knicks versus Sixers game? You know what I'm saying? Type it down in the comments. I also want to know, do y'all think I was right when I said that the Sixers should trade Paul George and another center? I don't think they should try to trade Joel Embiid and Paul George. That could work, but you gotta have the best of the best players to do that, though. Like, you gotta actually be going for some shit. Like, I'm gonna keep it a beam. I don't think nobody's fucking with Kevin Durant. So, I feel like if you really sit here and you trade, let's see this, trade Paul George and I'm not even gonna say trade Tyrese Maxey. I'm not even gonna say that. Tyrese Maxey is hard, honestly. Like they can build on top of him. They gonna need their little point guard. You know what I mean? Everybody can't play point guard. So I'm gonna say keep VJ most definitely. Keep Maxey. Keep. The only thing I will say is this though. The only way you should be trading Maxey is if you getting Kyrie Irving or Stephen Curry, or another like really good point guard that can actually like do way more than he does. You know what I mean? Like you really have to have a lethal point guard for you to trade him for anybody. Like seriously. But other than that, that's off the table. You know what I mean? So I think they should really trade Paul George right now. And I feel like Embiid is getting injured enough. So if you could find a way better center like Giannis or something like that to replace him, or who else? I honestly wouldn't say Wemby. I don't even think it's possible to get Wemby, to be honest with you. I don't think that shit gonna be possible. But yeah, like I would say wait till Embiid gets healthy enough and then trade him for like a really good center, like somebody that you know that's better than him. Which is either gonna be Giannis, because I know him and Giannis go neck and neck pretty well. Or who else could I say? It's either gonna be Giannis or it's gonna be some other big that's actually pretty nice. So let me say, like I really don't know, honestly. But yeah, trade for somebody that's actually pretty nice because he getting injured too much. I wouldn't say trading for Anthony Davis either. Don't even attempt that. Don't attempt to trade nobody like Joel Embiid for Anthony Davis. That's a terrible fucking trade. Honestly, that's a terrible trade. And I could really say that because this nigga Anthony Davis gets injured. Like he's injury prone, bro. Y'all know what that means, right? That nigga's injury prone, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Don't do that. Like that's actually, yeah, like, yeah. So don't even try that. And yeah. So the only way I would say you could get Maxey off the table is if you get somebody like Kyrie Irving and Stephen Curry, or I wouldn't even say Russell Westbrook. Fuck no. Like Russell Westbrook, nice, but that nigga was washed for a little bit too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So that would be a bad thing to do. With Russell Westbrook, you really gonna have to trust the process. The Lakers couldn't even do nothing with him when they had him. So no, don't even try that. So I would say you either gonna trade off 2 people to get LeBron for his last season, or trade off 2 people to get LeBron for his last season, or you just gonna have to trade Joel Embiid for like a big ass center or something like that, or a different center, and trade Paul George and Joel Embiid together. That'll work, honestly. So I will say that, yeah. But what I really think they should do is this though. They should try to trade like Paul George for. I'm trying to think. I wouldn't even say fuck no, yeah, not James Harden. That nigga James Harden been in Philly. That nigga James Harden been in Philly already. Yeah, so I would say try to get Paul George for LeBron, even though it might not work. It might work though because you never know. He might want to trade this season, and he might be desperate to actually get out of there. So Philly might can get him. I remember this one time we really thought we was gonna get LeBron, bro. I swear to God, we really thought we was gonna get LeBron, but he ended up going to the Lakers. We knew he was gonna do it though, cause he was really close with Kobe. But like, yeah, I'm gonna really say this though. I think we should try to get LeBron for his last season, cause I don't even really think LeBron wants to go back to Cleveland either. To be really like real with you. So yeah, I think that's how they work. If he do though, it's gonna be him and Donovan Mitchell and who else? It's gonna be LeBron, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden. That don't seem like a bad matchup, but that nigga James Harden, he be doing like trash as well. Like this nigga's washed, bro. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's my take on that. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, cause I wanna know if I'm actually like thinking correctly, or y'all think it sound dumb. So let me know. We been though. Peace. Y'all stay safe out there.